Okay, our next presenter is Matt Chessen. His presentation is Digital Reputations, Development, and Diplomacy. Take it away, Matt. Matt is also from the U.S. Department of State.
Hi, I'm Matt Chessen, and I'm going to talk to you about how digital reputations could transform development and diplomacy in the future. Whereas online reputations are beginning to change how people are perceived across a wide variety of industries, diplomacy is still struggling with the analog past. What you see here is a performance evaluation for U.S. diplomats from 1949. A supervisor was expected to circle the selection from each of the different sets that best describe the officer. Some of the more interesting options are, he is slow to wrath, he shows little taste in his clothes, and he is a leader of a group of mature men. These are obviously highly qualitative, personality-driven forms of evaluation. Unfortunately, subjective evaluation still dominates how diplomats and development professionals evaluate projects, each other, and the people that we work with. A diplomat's reputation, which is known as their corridor reputation, is still mostly analog, circulating through word of mouth and direct experience. However, we may be on the verge of a technologically driven transformation similar to what's happening in the private sector. So let's take a look at what's out there. If you've ever tweeted, written an online review, or posted something on Facebook, you've established a digital reputation. Someone could get a qualitative sense of your reputation from reading your Facebook page, tweets, or reviews, and some employers are now doing this as part of their interview process. But what we're interested in is quantified rather than subjective reputation, something like a reputation credit score. eBay is one of the pioneers of this. They had to create a feedback and star system to build trust between anonymous buyers and sellers. Now, reputation scores are used in a wide variety of online transactions. For example, freelancers on Elance and Odesk provide services in everything from administrative support to multimedia design, and reputation scores represent the quality of their work. Reputation scores are increasingly important in niche professional communities as well, and Kaggle is an interesting example of this. Kaggle allows companies to post competitions to see who can come up with the best predictive models for data sets. Data scientists compete for the right answer and get points based on the predictive accuracy of their model. And so in the data science field, your Kaggle score is becoming as important as where you went to school or which companies you worked for. And the data scientists with top Kaggle scores are stars in their profession. This isn't unique. Reputation scores are now relied on in medicine, programming, and translation as an indicator of quality and trust. The professional reputation score is here to stay, but the trend is actually even bigger than that. Sites like ConnectMe and Facebook are trying to use big data and aggregation models to create the equivalent of a reputation credit score. And I'm going to make the prediction that in 10 years, your digital reputation score will be as important to your professional life as your credit score is to your financial life. So where are the digital reputation scores for diplomacy and development? There are sites like Global Giving and Global Nonprofit and great nonprofits that score development projects and non-governmental organizations, and we need more of this to ensure quality. However, online communities for development professionals like DevX have no reputation scoring. We need a cultural shift to move away from subjective evaluations based on things like who you know or years of experience to qualitative evaluations that more accurately measure talent and work quality. In the future, more development and diplomacy work will be crowdsourced as well. State is developing a microtasking platform that will create an internal marketplace for foreign policy work, but this creates trust and quality concerns similar to what you see in online commerce. One solution is to tie the microtasking platform to Corridor, which is State and USAID's internal social network. Corridor is already used by diplomats to collaborate with colleagues, to share personal and professional interests, and interact with potential supervisors during the bidding process. Combining microtasking with Corridor through a reputation engine will allow state personnel to develop digital reputations tied to specific accomplishments that transcend their physical location. Looking ahead, it's easy to imagine a future where almost every foreign contact we meet is electronically cataloged and rated for trust and competency. Or perhaps we'll use the reputation amalgamators to assess foreign diplomats and contacts and tailor our interactions to the individual. International assistance programs and managers will certainly be rated online, perhaps even by the communities their programs are designed to help. And perhaps someday we'll completely decentralize policy development and use crowdsourcing and reputation scores to source effective solutions to foreign policy programs from the general public. We can't really predict how quantified reputations will transform foreign affairs, but based on the private sector experience, we can infer that reputation scores will improve trust, elevate the status of high-quality people and organizations that make the biggest positive contributions in the world. Thank you.